All right, Dodash, here we go. I'm over 50. You asked for my wisdom, and a part of me was a bit hesitant to share this part of my world and my journey up close, but there's so much value in the valley, right? Because I'm in it again. And this time it's different. This time it's deeper. This time the stakes are higher. I'm on a journey of finding me again. Oh my goodness, where do I begin? So I'm on a journey to heal my heart. I'm on a journey to remember the strength and the wisdom and the power that's on the inside of me and stay present to it. Many experiences with people trying to remind me that I'm not who I know I am. And it's interesting how seasons in your life really challenge your identity. It really forces you to recognize when the chapters change, when parts of you need to be released, when parts of you need to be held on to for dear life, and when you honestly have to just look in the mirror and decide who it is you want to be and who you don't want to be. And so I'm inviting y'all on this journey with me. It's a healing journey because I am revisiting this season, sadly, in my life. And I have had an opportunity to learn a lot of lessons through it. And today I'm tiptoeing around this because I'm really trying to be mindful of my language. And so as I do this, I want you to be mindful of yours as well, because we got to remember that we're creators and we're created to create. And our power lies in our words. And so when you're growing through things, and I call it growing through because that's what it is. And when you're growing through things, you have to remember that your words have to stay in alignment with what you want to see manifest. Because you're manifestors. We are manifestors. And so as we grow through this journey, know that a lot of the stuff that I'm sharing with you are lessons that I'm saying for me. And you just get to be a fly on the wall. And I pray that it blesses you as much as it's blessing me. But at the same time, don't see me as talking down in any way. A lot of these lessons are lessons that I got to learn through on the first go round of this journey. And I'll talk about that in a second, because I'm in it again. And this time it's different. This time it's deeper. This time the stakes are higher. And so the lessons resonate on a different level for me. And through it all, there may be some tears. I've learned to trust my tears. I'm learning to recapture my voice in it. And so I am asking for your patience through it. And as you find the compassion to be patient with me, I'm praying that you find the compassion to be patient with you, because we're healing. And I always say that hurting people hurt people, wounded people wound people, broken people break people, but also healing people heal people, forgiving people forgive people, and loving people love people. So I'm opening up my heart, I'm opening up my life, I'm opening up my story, I'm opening up my lessons, and I'm opening up my wounds to this journey, because there's so much value in it, not only for me in healing, but I just pray that you will see some sparks of yourself, maybe some sparks of the people in your life, that you might find a pathway to forgiveness, a pathway to compassion, because that's what heals. Love is what heals. Love is what heals. It is. If you think about, I remember back when the big crack epidemic was big, and we as a community, as a culture, as a nation, had to deal with the fact that a lot of babies were being born with mothers who had no capacity to love their babies because of their addiction and because of really their woundedness, right? It was an illness, truthfully, that wasn't being managed. And so the medicine turned into a massacre. And those babies, what gave them the will to live was love. It was just the compassionate kindness of strangers willing to hold those babies, willing to feed those babies, willing to look into the eyes of those babies with love. It gave those babies the will to live. And sometimes that's all it takes. And I often say, you'd be surprised at what can happen in an environment of love. And so I want this space, my channel, this platform to be a space where we love and be loved. We give and show love. We offer love so that we all can be loved and feel loved and heal with love. I know it sounds woo-woo, but it's the truth, y'all. It's the truth. Love heals, and I believe that. I might have to put that on a cup. I want this to be a safe space. I want this to be a space where I can allow my vulnerabilities out, and you can allow it to help you heal as well. So Dodash, I'm taking you up on your challenge, my love. I'm amazed at what you've been able to accomplish just by being honest, just by being open, being vulnerable, being willing to let yourself be seen. And so count me in. Oh, you know what? I didn't tell you the journey. So here's I won't go into too much detail today because I'm going to unfold all of this over time, just bit by bit. But there was a season in my life where I was in a very, very dark place. I was dealing with a lot of sadness and depression and anxiety, and my body responded to it, and it ultimately cost me my youth physically. It cost me everything. I remember I was on bouts of disability, and I was in constant pain, still deal with pain constantly, honestly, if I'm being totally candid with you. And at the time, I was told by my doctors that I would never be a natural mom, that I needed to consider adoption, that it would never be a reality for me because physically my body couldn't take it. That was when I was 34. And then our Heavenly Father, the master healer, the creator of all that is, and the lover of our souls, took me by my hand and walked me through my healing and told me to document it. And I did what I was told, and I walked through it, and I allowed myself to step into a healing that I never even believed I could walk in it, because I was in so much pain for so long, and it was incessant. It didn't stop 24/7, round the clock, forever, decades. And it took me walking through that process, and then my body was able to rest into conception, and the Father allowed me to have two miracle babies, one at the age of 43 as I was turning 43, and the second as I was turning 46. And now my girls are 8 and 11, and I'm moving through a divorce. I moved them across the country with no idea how my life would unfold, just on faith, honestly. But knowing that I deserved better than what I was living, and they deserved a chance at a healthy mom, a healing mom, and a whole mom, because through all of that, I spiraled back deeper than I was the first time, way deeper than I was the first time. And so today, I'm in that deeper space. And while I walked through the healing the first time and documented it in a book and helped countless women, and those of you who have been blessed by my testimony or my work or my heart in any way, I'd love to see you in the comments. I find myself at the bottom again, in a different way, but there nonetheless. And so I'm going to be walking through my journey with you this time. I'm going to let you in on it, and I'm going to talk about what it's bringing up in me as I move through it. And I'm going to pray that the people who need to hear this story and to watch this testimony unfold will be the ones drawn to it, and the ones who have a heart for heart healing that this message is for. I'm calling you forth, and the ones who understand that this is a faith walk, I'm calling you forth. I recognize also that part of my calling is is repairing the breach in our spiritual foundation. And that's part of my heart healing. And so those who have had challenges with our spiritual foundation in the book of love, I'm calling you forth, because I'm learning that we get to question everything. We get to align and really solidify our foundation and know that we know what we know, and get clear about the Father's heart of love towards us and our command to love each other and ourselves. So it's going to be a rich journey. There's a lot to talk about. It's going to be a lot of tears. I've shed a lot today. But that's a part of the healing process. So I want to invite you to trust your tears through it. And let's just lock arms and walk on through to our victory together. So again, I want to thank you, Dodash, for helping me to know that there's richness in this part of the journey and in sharing it in real time. So here we go. Like and subscribe for more content like this, y'all. I'm Queenie, and here we go. Y'all be blessed. Let's heal, rise, and love together. Talk soon.